3, 2, 1. Starting transmission.
Okay, now I'm recording. Did you have a lovely work day?
It was long. It was hard.
You open regular hours for Easter, or?
Almost. Instead of being open 8 to 8, we're only open 8 to 6.
Oh, hi, Rainbow. Hi. I'm not going to sit here and scratch your ass all day.
But thou must.
No. If you keep that up, I'm just going to give you a bath.
Oh boy.
And you don't
I'm
like
sure
that.
I'm sure he'll be super excited about that.
Let's put you over here. So how are you?
I am alive,
I too am alive.
pretty much.
I just pounded back some powdered donuts.
Powdered donuts. I had some of my Chinese stir-fried noodles because my mom's not back from Easter or whatever yet. And I was like, I'm not driving out there. I don't care. I'm tired of I'm going back home so I can get off my feet.
Cupcake need food.
Delicious tea.
Yep. Delicious, warm, because it's fucking raining tea.
Oh, that's nice. It was raining here yesterday. Today it's nice.
It was nice yesterday. Got all the way up to like 74.
Wow, it was like 60-something yesterday, and we were like, that's beautiful.
I don't think we've broken 50 today. What are you doing, dog? You scratching your face? Oof, pardon. So hi, Cupcake.
I am Cupcake. I live.
Watcher of animes.
I know, I've watched like 2 or 3 in the last week. It's amazing.
Yeah, I haven't even finished anything. Like, we were watching the same anime for a short time and you finished before I did.
I know, it's crazy.
Look at you.
I've been a busy Cupcake, alright? God, leave me alone. I'm only one Cupcake. I know, I gotta find an energy drink. Otherwise I'm gonna collapse. Also, I may need to change pants because these are cutting off the circulation to my... Anyway.
Okay.
Also, I may need more food. I'm sorry.
Food.
I'm kind of hungry.
Food.
I thought my mom would be home by now because she's like, we're having lunch at noon, so if you could make it, that would be great. I'm like, I have to work till 4. Oh my god, I can't even get up.
Oh.
Oh!
He did it!
Oh, I'm so old. Ow. Pants. Hello, pants.
They're smiley face pants.
Yeah. Much unlike me. Going upstairs, I might as well take my plate.
Oh, poor Cupcake.
Oh, god damn it.
What the fuck?
I dropped the fork. Oh, shit. There it goes again. Alright, I got it. I'm going. I'll be back.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh at his misfortunes. Where the hell did I leave my phone? Oh well. There was suddenly noise.
Hello and welcome to episode 90-something of the super happy fun Jabbertron tea party with Kiki and Cupcake. Do you like anime? Because we apparently also really love anime as well. Isn't that totes awesome? Enjoy the show.
holy shit, did you pick that up from all the way in the kitchen? I heard you go, I heard noise, I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah, I heard noise.
That's like the entire house away you heard that from.
Oh.
That was me throwing the knife that I used to make my peanut butter and jelly sandwich in the fucking sink. That's like down a hallway, up a set of stairs, through a doorway, into another room.
Well, I heard it.
That microphone picks up really well. Holy crap. Oh. There's the front. I have pants. I just have to figure out how to wear them. Okay.
Oh, he figured out how to put them on.
Shut.
Glad I can see you put them on.
Okay. I have pants on. Much more comfortable. I had pants on before, but now they're much more comfortable pants. Pants that don't chafe me in the waist. Ah, yes.
Comfy pants.
The best kind of pants. Oh, I have that over here. Cool. Right. When you're 30 years old and you survive on peanut butter and jelly sandwiches because, fuck it, you're an adult, you make the rules.
Yeah. Adulthood.
My mother goes, you're 30 years old and you're having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner. I'm like, yep, I am.
There's nothing wrong with a good PB&J. I've had many of that as a dinner. It's cost effective, too.
Oh, fuck, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think pound for pound, the bread is the most expensive part.
Well, yeah, I suppose it would depend on how fancy a bread you buy.
I mean, I buy, fuck you white bread.
Well, so do we, but there's some expensive fuck you white bread out there.
Oh, yeah, the stuff that took the place of Wonder Bread's like $4 a loaf.
Yeah, fuck that. What, Ringo? Oh.
It's not even that good. I said it's not even that good.
I wouldn't know.
Like, compared to, I think what I have right now is, the cottage style, generic brand.
Mm-hmm. We usually buy the generic store brand. As white bread goes, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I bought the, what we normally buy is they have that, it used to be Hostess. I don't know who it is now, but it's the extra long loaf.
Yeah.
I always used to call it the kid sandwich loaf, because that's, it always had the 3 kids on the front, it was, twice as long as a regular loaf of bread.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm cold. It's 55 degrees in my office.
Oh, wow, it's 63 in here.
It's nice outside, believe me, but it's a little chilly in here.
Well, you live down in the basement, man.
I love the basement. I'm a cave-dwelling basement troll.
I can't... I don't think I've ever actually been in a basement.
Well, I mean, you live in a part of the country where it's rare to need them.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that your ground moves.
Yeah, I suppose if you count, the occasional wine cellar, which really isn't a basement, because usually it's not actually in the ground, the house is raised up.
Yeah.
That's the closest thing I think I've ever been to in a basement. Alright. Now that you're all comfy.
Yeah,
don't hate me
because I'm a fat. I'm not showing you my junk. I'm wearing pants. Also, it's my junk is down here somewhere. See here, look. See, that's how much extra room I have in my pants. For my massive set of balls.
Oh, why don't we talk about them anime and not your massive balls?
But I'm like a tanuki, just like anime.
Your foreskin is magical?
Oh, you bet your ass it is.
Your ball sack can go to any shape and size.
I can flatter my own power via my twisting balls.
Don't twist your balls.
Hey, torsion's hilarious if it's done for the right reasons.
What was I saying? We started talking about your balls.
The question I keep asking myself, is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeon?
Oh yes, I've only gotten to episode 5, and you're not spoiling anything, but it's enjoyable. It's not the worst thing in the world. I hate weird underboob armor.
Oh, she's hilarious. You're talking about Hestia, his goddess or whatever?
No, that's the string, the sword princess lady.
Oh,
where one side of her chest plate,
Frankenstein or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, one side of her chest
armor
plate
only comes to here.
Well, on the one side only.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah. It's archery armor, don't you get it? It gives you room for your tits to move.
But it's not leather. It's metal.
Shh, quiet. Don't let the stupids know. This is totally logical if nobody questions me. I like that his main power that she will bring up to him is that the more love he feels, or the more love that people feel for him, like, the faster his growth goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the fact that he's a lovable idiot, like, and, like, I do literally mean a lovable idiot, like, means that he grows at, like, an exponential rate.
Yep.
Oh, God, Ringo's so damn cute. You see him staring at you in the background.
Oh, hi, Ringo. Do you have
Bark.
an opinion on anime?
Bark.
He stopped wagging his tail. Hi. Did you get uncovered? What's the matter? Ow.
Woof.
What's
That
the
sounded like
matter,
it hurt.
bud? Huh? I'm not gonna say you scratch your butt. Oof.
And here we see the Kiki in her natural habitat, keeping her dog warm and comfy. Oh, that dog is so damn cute. I don't even know what he is, but he's just an attention sucker. Look at him go. Oh, he's just sponging for that attention. Just sponging.
What'd you say?
I said your dog is an attention sponge.
Yes, he is. Good boy.
My mom apparently took mine to Easter dinner, which is hilarious.
She took the dog to Easter dinner.
Yes, she did.
Oh, he's gonna come back so much fatter.
Oh, yes, he is. He's gonna be rolling around. Pork, 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 pork.
I'm a chubby puppy, love me. I'm surprised Ringo isn't a chubby puppy.
Too busy doing things, I'm sure.
Ringo doing things? That doesn't sound right.
I don't know.
He sleeps most of the time.
So does ours.
Yeah, but yours is a chubby puppy, and I don't understand how Ringo stays so lean. I don't...
Cats?
Yeah, now that they're older, they don't chase really that much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mostly sleep with him, not chase him around.
Yeah, you like to he's a good pillow, bud.
Yep. And now that they're older, he gets jealous of them.
I'm sure.
Because they're no longer his babies, they're competition.
Yes. They all want your attention.
Yes. Even the cat that's not mine.
That.
So,
sassy?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I love me some good sassy loving, though.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Anime, right?
Oh, yeah. I really enjoyed that it's an actual harem.
Yeah. So many girls want some of that dumb love.
Oh my god, right? Like, his goddess wants a piece of him.
Yeah.
Like, his patron god is like, dude, he's mine. Back off.
The thirst is strong with her.
Oh, dude. Like, alright, so he's got, like, alright, you're at episode 5, so at the very minimum that means you've seen his patron goddess is thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure at this point we've seen the thirsty, like, the lady that's, like, his, like, handler for the dungeon.
Yeah.
The half-elf. Like, she's, like, all over him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she feels like older sister, but it's still, like, obvious that she's got, like, she loves him, at least the very minimum. You know, like, in familial love, if not romantic.
Yeah.
What? Like, there's been a couple other girls.
The chick from the restaurant.
Yes! Oh my god, the waitresses love him!
Yeah. Like, even the ones that aren't, like, after him love him because he's just so lovable. Technically the sword princess is kind of fallen for him a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it.
He's a dork. who keeps running away from her.
Yes.
He's like, I'm in
Oh, that
love with
only
you.
gets
Bye.
worse too, believe me. Oh god, it gets worse. Oh, it's so bad.
Well, he just did he just learned Firebolt, where he passes out in the dungeon and wakes up in her lap, and he just kind of barrel rolls the fuck out of there.
She's like, the best part is, like, in the English, she's just like, such a strange little man. Like, she literally, like, at one point, she's like, I wonder why he keeps doing that.
Because he's a giant dork.
He is a giant
dork. Can't handle his emotions.
No, he can't.
And blushes at the slight,
Yeah.
any sort of kindness a woman shows him. Which is probably why they all fall for him. Because he's so,
he's
sweet.
Super. Yeah, he's a super badass, but he's also, like, he's got both sides of that coin that women look for. Like, super tough guy, but also, like, super adorable and, like, friendly.
Yeah. Not a douche. Lovable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hard combo to find, somebody who's tough like that, but also, like, not a raging douchebag on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like, I am a walking god, nothing can destroy me. He's basically Link. Like, I've come to this conclusion that that's basically what, like, the Link from Legend of Zelda archetype is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really tough. Like, unbelievably tough dude, but, like, very, like, he's got this reputation of being very friendly, very helpful, like, looking out for people. Even, like, in the new game was the same way. Like, you get this reputation of being the guy that gets things done, but also being willing to help people and, like, not be a douchebag and hold it against people. Everybody loves you, which is basically what he's got. And the patron, like the patron, I don't even want to call it, like the owner of the pub that those waitresses work at, dude, she likes him. I don't know if that's come up yet, but dude, like, she likes him, not likes him, but like, she's like motherly to him about, like, she worries about him, like, getting enough food and, like, is he doing all right? Because the girls that work for her are all worried about him. She's tough as shit, dude. She's like, when they talk about wenching, that's somebody who will fucking bend you over the table.
Now let's talk about that other one you finished.
Oh, and then there's Genshiken, which is basically adorable and brutal at the same time, because, like, it zeroed in on all the feelings you have, like, when you finish college and, like, have to start growing up and, like, finding a job and shit. And nothing quite, like, the end of it was terrible. Like, I got so self-conscious because, like, the one thing that did stick with me that I was really thought was hilarious and really, like, struck home was the part where the two cosplay nerds, like, basically confess to each other, and they have really messy, like a really messy, like, makeout session, and the girl, like, responds to the guy, like, you're not very good at this. This is your first time? He's like, what do you think? She's like, oh, yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, it's like, she confesses her feelings, and he's like, well, why should I believe you? And she goes in for, like, a gentle kiss, and he just goes full bore, tongue on tongue, face fucking action, just, whoa! I'm like, oh my god, he's like every nerdy guy who got some for the first time, just full bore, just mouth on mouth, tongue wrestling action.
The shit you see on TV.
Yeah. And she's like, where did you learn to kiss like that? He's like, porn. Like, no shit.
No wonder he's bad at it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a whole running thread about how, like, none of them have ever gotten any action, and, like, how they're so fucking, like, awkward about it. Like, when they do finally, like, start hooking up with each other, like, it's very real. Like, it's not like that anime, like, TV show hooking up where it's all beautiful and very smooth and everybody has a good time. It's like, coarse and it's very heartfelt, but it's very, like, very, like, not knowing what the hell they're doing. Nobody's very suave about it.
Yeah, well, they're all first timers, so I'm glad it properly portrays that.
Oh god, yes. And just the whole thing about them, like there's this whole cycle going on. Like, when you start the show, like the first season, like, they're all freshmen, and, like, you're seeing the seniors there. Like, they're like, I gotta step down, like, as an officer and, like, go, that go look for a job. And you're like, that's really weird. Like, why would you not want to be a part of the club anymore? And then like it, eventually the time goes on and they become seniors and they're like, I gotta go find a job. And then you see like how like absolutely horrifying that is. Like, the main guy goes to, interview after interview, and like there's one where he's trying to be heartfelt about like kind of person he is, and he's like, I'm kind of dumb and I wasn't the best student, but like I really tried to turn my life around. And the interviewer's like, stop. I don't want to hire anybody that talks about themselves that way. You make me feel bad to even be talking to you. It's like, oh,
burn.
Wow.
Yeah. To be fair, like most employers don't want to hear you call yourself dumb.
Yeah. He literally he's like, get out. The interview is over. It's like, holy shit. Well, that's a life lesson right there.
Yeah.
And you see as time goes on, like his just from constantly failing, his interviewing skills get better and better, where by the time he by the time he gets to like the final interview where he actually nails it, like he talks completely different about himself. He's like, I'm a positive person and I'm a hard worker, and this is what I've always wanted to be an editor. Because he's trying to become an editor. He wants to be a magazine editor, and they're like you're not gonna be a magazine editor. Fuck off. Who the hell do you think you are? Ends up being a manga editor, which is actually really hilarious because the girl he ends up crushing on is an aspiring manga artist. And so there's this whole really weird thing where at the end they're like, she's like, I want you to be my editor. And it's like, oh boy, I can see where this is going.
That's not going to make work awkward.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
But there's a lot of like really weird shit because like everybody grows up. Like it really is about growing up. Like this changeover where like college is really this transitionary period where you don't have to, but most people make this break from like obvious break from childhood to adulthood, and how like it's a lot of like how they find their life partners in the things they like to do. Like that's how they meet people that they want to be with, and like what it means to be like, a geek nerd as an adult versus what it means to be a geek nerd as a kid. Like, it's obviously, like, everybody has to get a day job eventually. You can't be and obviously, Japan, it really hits home for Japan because they have a lot of needs, not in education and employment or training. Like, people just like, fuck it, I give up, I'm not even gonna bother, I'm done. And I mean, there's one guy that like he gets a job like right down the road from the university, so he can keep coming around and hanging out with the people he knows. And then by the end, everybody's graduated, so there's like nobody left that he knows. Like it's all new freshmen and stuff. So there's this whole thing about him dealing with the fact that he's got to grow the fuck up. Like, and as soon as he as soon as all the people that he knew graduate, like. He basically quits that job and gets a job like across the country and just leaves. Because suddenly there's no reason for him to stay. Like that's his growing up moment. Is like when there's nobody left, he goes to the club room and it's all people he's never met that want nothing to do with it because it's just like weirdo. Because at this point he's like been graduated for a year and a half, and like these people are freshmen like new this year. They've never met him. They're like, who is this guy? And he's just like, well, maybe it's time I move on. And then there's this whole feeling of like how they, they're talking less and less with each other as they get older. Like the guys that were, like sophomores and juniors, like they get a couple years into their careers and they start marrying off and having kids. And they're talking less and less. They're calling less and less. And I thought that was a really like very interesting, very true to life. Like you grow older, you grow apart from people you thought were going to be your friends forever. I mean, fuck, I can't even tell you the last time I talked to one of my high school friends. Like, there's nothing in common at this point. It's been 10 years.
Yeah, the only high school friend I know anymore is the girls.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to anybody, well, other than hubby, because I met him in high school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's definitely that too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of your friends in high school, you just grow apart. It's not a matter you don't like each other. It's just that you don't You don't have any contact. There's nothing holding your friendship together anymore.
I would say that I grew to not like many of them, but yes, I see your point.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's that too. I mean, like, I think a lot of people I went to high school with that were my friends, they're as adults, they're kind of slime.
Yeah. Sometimes when you hit adulthood, a lot of the qualities you liked when you were younger are suddenly very distasteful. Or some people just don't go into adulthood all that well.
Well, and I mean, there's definitely, like, I've recently really started to feel I don't know what you want to call it. Is it the urge? Is it a feeling? Like that moment when you look at the group of people you hang out with and realize that you're the most adulty adult in the group.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's maturity, because they're definitely all mature people. Like, they have jobs, they have houses, they have girlfriends, wives. But there's this feeling of, like, the ones that I tend to relate to the strongest are the ones that have had to come the farthest in their responsibilities. That probably sounds really weird. I can't verbalize it correctly.
You're talking less of maturity and more of... Those words are hard to express.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to sound like old is the word that comes to mind, but old isn't the word. I mean, it is true in the sense that we're the oldest. It's a sense of... I mean, there's that line the guy says, when I was a child, I did and played with child things, but when I grew up, I put those things away. And there's an additional line about, and then, basically, I learned that I don't remember what the next line is, but something about, like, I found it was okay to still play with those things once in a while, or something like that, where he says, like, when I was a child, I did child things, I thought like a child. I became an adult, those things behind me. But then there's, like, another line where he says, like, but it's okay to still... it's like, I got a job, I take care of a house,
So it's okay.
Look after things.
It's okay on occasion to not necessarily just childish things, but to be less ultra adulty, but only if you really have the ability to go back to being an adult. The ability to go back to work right after doing it, to shift back into bills and crap and whatnot. It's okay to, on occasion, break away from that.
I always feel like the way I have always described what makes the difference between being a kid, being an adult, and what I call being a grown adult.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you want to call it. Like, there are three distinct phases of, like, making that teenager transition towards what I would call full, like, your parents, your parents, or the majority of people's parents, are what you would call grown adults. They have fun, but they take care of, they had to take care of you, take care of the house, make sure things are getting done, bills are getting... I mean, there are obviously exceptions. They're going to go, well, my dad was a deadbeat. Okay, yeah, I understand that. I'm not saying that not every person makes it to that point. But, like, I look at it like this. Okay, I know my limits. I know what's an appropriate amount to drink, to eat, to do what's... when it's appropriate to do it, when it's not appropriate to do it. And, like, the big distinction I've made is, like, the amount we drink at celebratory events. That's been, like, a big one with, like, my circle of friends. I've made a point at this time in my life, and for probably the last half a decade at least, to be the sober one at any big event, because nobody else wants to do it. And I find it acceptable to be that person. Like, I don't mind missing out on it, because I understand that somebody has to do it, and it hurts me the least to not be part of the fun. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, that made perfect sense. pretty much you are good at adulting, as the young internet kids say it now.
Yeah.
You're part of being adult is adulting in general, but learning your limits and sticking to them, and knowing that fun does not have to go to the extreme. There's no reason to go to the extreme anymore. You're not blasting away the time, you're enjoying yourself. There's much difference.
Yeah. Well, there's a
because you got
feeling
shit
of
to do.
yeah. There's a feeling of getting in fun when you can because you are so busy. Like as a kid, you have all this time and no money, and so you're like, I want to do all these things, but I don't have the money to do them.
Well,
and then you reach a point.
Gonna do it all when I'm an adult.
Yeah, and then you get to be an adult, and you have the money. Like there's a line with the accountant and with the insurance agent where they're saying, Mike, You've officially become an adult. You have more money than you have time. It's like, shut up. It's true, but shut up.
Is that why your anime pile is taller than I am?
Shut up. It's only 4 feet wide and 6 feet tall.
I'm not 6 feet tall. It's taller than me.
I know, it's taller than I am. Shut up.
It's almost as tall as my husband.
Almost. Oh, give me about another month. It'll be as tall as he is. He's what, 6'3"? I can get there.
Yeah. Well, you're watching it. I mean, it's not going to dwindle away super quickly because that's a lot of anime.
Yeah. The biggest thing is if I start going off the box sets, I could probably shrink it pretty quickly, but it's all the singles that are like, it's like a single size DVD with like a case with like a full series. It's like, that's going to take me a while. Also, oh my god, Girls in Panzer, the movie is coming in the mail, and it's not supposed to be out till the 30th of May.
Whoops.
I was like, holy shit, that's early.
Bonus for Cupcake.
I know, dude. I haven't even watched the OVAs yet, and I got the movie coming in the mail, and it's like, oh shit. The hell is that? You burp?
Yeah. It's tiny
okay,
burp.
just checking. I heard burp. I'm like, did I fart? The hell?
Tiny demon escaped.
Yeah. But, yeah. Michigan 2, a deep discussion about what it means to be an adult. Blech.
Well, considering how many, school day animes there are out there that are really a kind of idealized versions of friendship, it's nice to see something, or hear about something, because I haven't watched it yet, that has a more realistic stance.
It's a little terrifying. I felt a lot of the same things that they're making fun of, or not making fun of, but kind of hitting on,
portraying.
Yeah, it definitely is very, very true to form.
Is that the end of it?
I think there's something called Genshiken the Next Generation or Second Generation. I've never gotten it because it's I think it's super expensive.
Ooh.
It was only subtitled too, but after seeing it, I'm kind of interested in it.
It'd have to be very good for you to get it subbed.
Oh wow. Let's see. Let's see if I can still get a copy. I don't even know if it's available anymore. Survey says pulls up. Yeah, it's still available on Right Stuff. 55.24. Not too bad. How long is it? It's 13 episodes. Not bad. It's actually not that bad. I like the ending lineup of this one. Meanwhile, the original members have since graduated and find themselves coming to terms with the fact that they are now productive members of society. Zing.
I've been watching Mish Kobayashi's Dragon Mage, which is something originally you were excited about.
I'm still excited about that. That's going to be amazing.
It is amazing. I'm surprised how much I enjoy it. It's very cute, but very heartwarming at the same time.
Yes.
Um,
Oh God, I can't wait for that to come out on disc. Oh,
does it have like an ETA?
I think it'll be probably 6 months minimum, but it's getting a simul dub, so that means it's gonna get a release. Because anything they simul dub,
Yeah.
is guaranteed a release because they would not spend the money to dub it and not put it out on disc. I mean, I might still watch it in Japanese, but I will definitely buy it. I'm not missing out on that.
Well, you can watch it on Crunchyroll. Not sponsored
Yes.
by Crunchyroll. But if you're listening...
But we certainly wish.
Yeah, we would totally. We would type the fuck out of you. We kinda already do.
Oh yeah. It's the predominant way to get anime.
Right now. Well, now it's, they're really hyping the Funimation mixture app,
Yes.
the VRV,
Yes.
which you can get like a shit ton of subscriptions through.
Yes.
Which there's also a lot of free content on there if anybody's looking for yet another platform to watch crap on. There's like 6 different apps on my phone.
The what do you call it? Like the cross promotion, whatever that they're doing with like where Crunchyroll and them have a partnership.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because it's like they're like, okay, so here's the score. Like Crunchyroll will get all of our sub only stuff, and we'll just the Funimation app will just be for anything we're gonna dub or has already been dubbed. It's like that's kind of ridiculous in its own special way because it's like I know there's been a lot of the other collectors have been complaining about Amazon has some new service, but you have to be a Prime member and then you have to buy the service on top of Prime.
You have to buy it on top of Prime? You can't just watch it through Prime?
No, it's an additional service beyond being a Prime member.
That's ass. I get where Amazon's coming from, but from a buyer's
strike. Hang on a second. I will tell you. I can't remember what it costs. It's not a lot, but considering you have to buy it on top.
Yeah. I have to have Prime to get it.
Yeah, you can't just buy it. You have to get. You have to get. You have to have. You have to have Prime, and then you have to also buy this thing called Anime Strike. And it's being produced in order to compete against like Crunchyroll and Funimation, but it is not. If I remember correctly, it's not cheap. I'm trying to find information on it, but I can't like find any info on what it costs. Here we go. Okay, Amazon launches Anime Strike. $5 extra a month.
What's Prime cost?
I think it's $100 a year. So like just over $10 a month.
So that's $15 a month?
Basically. I mean, you get all the stuff that Prime gives you too, which is like free shipping and shit if you're e-commerce person.
I still occasionally buy stuff on Amazon, but I don't buy it often enough to validate having a Prime account in the first place.
So Prime is $11 a month now.
Shit.
So $16 a month if you wanted to do that. But I mean, I would also suggest you want to be a regular user of Amazon. Otherwise, it's like
if you're already using all the Amazon stuff, that's fine. But I'm not. So.
Okay, yeah. So if you buy it per year, it's $99 a year or $8.25 a month. They also have Prime Monthly, which is the same deal, but $10.99 a month, which is terrible. Some people might find that more digestible than $99 up front, but they also have Prime Video, which is $9 a month. But I don't know if you can get Anime Strike if you have just Prime Video.
Yeah, that'd be good to know.
I'm looking into it. I'm really curious about it. Like, not that I'm going to probably buy into it, but I was curious to know, like what is the costing? There's surprising. Oh, here, Anime Strike TV. Oh, no, that's the same deal. It just shows you what's... Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can't find any info on it on their website. Damn. Oh, they're considered subscription video on demand channels.
Yeah, a lot of things are considering going in that direction because a lot of people are cutting the cord.
Yeah.
Which I would like to do because I barely watch our cable.
Well, it's one of those deals like where if like I'm sure if like for you guys, one of the things is like what comes to mind is like if WWE had like a thing you could buy for I'll say $5 a month for now, but it'd probably be more.
It's called the WWE Network.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not. Usually sports are like, we're not doing that. That's old fashioned, or that's too newfangled, or whatever.
There is a shit ton of content that is only available on the network, like NXT and the lower weight league wrestling that I forget the name of right now.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's like it's like minor leagues or whatever.
Yeah, and you also get access to all the pay-per-views.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, instead of having to buy it every month. I just send it to my Chromecast and watch it on my TV.
That's the way to do it.
Yep.
I can't find anything on this. Holy crap.
Huh.
Like, it doesn't exist. I'm trying to find it like on their website because I'm curious to see what you have to get it.
Has it not officially launched?
No, it launched like in January, but like maybe you have to be a Prime member first before it shows up. I mean, I don't know. Your video subscriptions, maybe. No video subscriptions. Let's say I want to add more. Okay, here we go. This gives us all the stuff. So let's anime strike. See more. Learn more. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh no, you have to be a full Prime member. So it is bare minimum. It's $16 a month.
Yeesh.
Yeah, you can't even get Prime. I thought maybe you could go Prime Video, but it looks like I clicked on the like I want to do it. What do I have to do? Like you have to get Amazon Prime full and then buy this network, which is cool, I guess, if you were like a hardcore streamer because they have a lot of. Let's see. So the list right now for dubbed, which is like my big interest, they have Parasite the Maximum, which I own, Maid Sama Season 1, which I don't own yet. Pula Magi Madoka or Madoka Magica is available dubbed. High School of the Dead, so own. High School of the Dead I own. No Game No Life I own. Or in High School I own. Full Metal Panic I own. Akame no Kill I own. Solidor I don't. Full Alchemist Brotherhood I do. Aquarian Evil I don't, but I've never heard of. Spice and Wolf I own. Ergo Proxy I own. Excel World I don't. Planet I do. There's a lot of stuff on here. I already own Girls in Panzer, Rurouni Kenshin, Blood Plus. Yeah, it's so if you're a heavy collector like I am, it's kind of pointless unless you want like they're doing some simulcast, not simulcast, but like
newer dubs or newer anime.
Yeah, not dubs, but like what Crunchyroll does, like the seasons or whatever, where it's like the new. They are simulcast, but not simulcast. It's being aired like 1 week after it comes out in Japan.
Yeah. I don't know what that's called, like delay cast or something.
Yeah, I think it's simulcast is the word I want, but I can't think of like. You know what I'm saying? Like they're buying like the simulcast rights.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a lot of the collectors that I talked to were like freaking the fuck out about it, like So yeah, that's my bitching about, the way we're getting anime now, even though like it's the future and it's still way better than it used to be.
Oh yeah, the amount of content you can get to without doing anything technically illegal is amazing.
Do you remember the old days when you had to like send a tape to some random person on the West Coast and they may or may not send you back a tape with like
Dude, I have
stuff on it?
bought tapes from somebody on the other side of the fucking country.
There's that too. Oh my god.
I used to have the one about the kids who become step siblings and fall in love.
Oh,
is that Fruit Baskets?
No, Fruit Baskets is about Toru Honda. She's wait, is that the one where her? No, I'm thinking we're in high school. Toru Honda, her parents are dead. Her house burned down, and then the two classmates take her in. And because it turns out that the guy who owns the house they live in is an old friend of her family's, and they're all zodiac animals. The one where they're step siblings and they're in love, isn't that Please Twins?
No. I think I'm thinking of Marmalade Boy.
Probably. What is that show?
I'm like, I remember something about Marmalade.
Probably is Marmalade Boy. I'll be right back, though. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh my god. Whoa.
Yeah, because her life gets turned upside down when her parents get divorced and swap partners with a couple they met in Hawaii, which brings along their son, Yu. Yeah, I'm thinking of Marmalade Boy. I used to have Marmalade Boy on a series of VHSs that I bought.
Alright. Sorry.
Sorry, your face.
My insides were trying to escape to my outsides, and they succeeded.
Poor Cupcake?
No, it was alright.
Well, alright then.
It's just that time of the day again.
I only do that like every 3 to 4 days.
Well, that means you need to drink more water or less tea. Whichever comes
Nope,
first.
it's because of pills.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So way more water and way less tea.
Yep, which ain't happening. I'm not positive that I would give up tea if it was killing me. It's okay. Just every few days I lose like 5 pounds.
Woof. Alright. So yeah, Marmalade Boy, weird stuff.
I barely remember it. I just remember buying it.
I had like the first, I think like 12 videos of the Pokemon series, like the first like season.
Yeah.
Like when you were getting like 3 episodes of tape. I was gonna collect them all. I was. It's like halfway through, my parents were like, how long are you gonna be doing this? As long as they release them. No, you're done. We're not getting any more.
Oh man, that would be so many.
Well, I mean, like, pretty much like a year or 2 in, they started making the transition to DVD. And so, yeah. That might explain. Oh, phone is vibrating. Why is my phone vibrating?
I still don't know where the hell I left mine.
My mom, food is here. A little late now, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I've already had food.
Oh, you can always have more.
Yeah, probably. I'll go up in a little bit. What's I say? I don't know. I lost track of my thoughts.
Yeah. How do I don't know. That's a pretty solid episode. I mean, unless you want to get into politics, which I don't really, because
Politics, good times.
yay, North Korea's missile launch failed? Question mark.
I guess.
Yeah, I heard it on NPR last night that it had failed. I don't know why it failed. I also don't. Go ahead.
I don't know. I have nothing to say. Every time they launch a missile, I'm just like, oh, here we go again. Political posturing. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's call it there.
Okay, fair enough.
Thank you once again for listening to this episode of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Farewell and good morrow.
Good night, Bones.
Good night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.